Hello, everyone, and welcome in to opening night of 2023 WIAA girls basketball. I should say 2023-2024 WIAA girls basketball. My name is Caleb Jacoby alongside Garrett Short doing the production here tonight. Tonight we have the Athens Blue Jays of the Marywood North taking on the Neillsville Warriors of the Clover Belt East here tonight. And opening night here across the state of Wisconsin for girls basketball here in this 2023-2024 season. Glad to have you in on a Tuesday night. And we should be in for a good one here tonight. Two excellent basketball programs over the last couple of years. Neillsville has been at the top of their conference for the last 5-6 years. Athens has been an excellent team the last couple of years as well in that Marywood North. Quick recap of last season for both these teams. For Neillsville, they went 27-1 last year, 14-0 in the Clover Belt East. That was good to win the Clover Belt East Conference. They lost in the sectional final game by 2 points, 39-37 to Colfax last year. So one game away from state, Neillsville, the Warriors, were last season. Of course, they went to the state semifinal game in 2021-2022, just 2 years ago. So just 2 years removed from a state appearance for this Warriors team, and coming off a sectional final appearance, which is nothing to scoff at either. That is an excellent season to win your conference and go to the sectional final any year, no matter what team you are. And for the Athens Blue Jays, they're coming off a great 2022-2023 campaign as well. 23-4 last year, 12-2 in the Marywood North. They finished second, just behind Phillips in the Marywood North last season, and Athens lost in the regional final at Edgar 56-47 last season. So both these teams coming off great years last year in terms of regular season success and postseason success. And looking at some of the players these two teams are losing and bringing back this year, for Neillsville, they are losing Delaney Rochester and Amelia Trunkle, two seniors in the starting lineup from last year's team. But coming back, their leading scorer and conference player of the year in the Clover Belt East, Paris Opelt, coming back, a senior this year, the lone senior on this Neillsville roster. Look at the rest of the starters here tonight. Sydney Subke was a second-team all-conference player last year. She's a junior in the starting lineup this year for Neillsville. Jess Kuhn, an honorable mention conference player last year, a sophomore, coming back for this Warrior team, and another junior, Gracie Shanegarth, coming back for these Warriors. And then a freshman in the starting lineup this year, Maddie Dable, for these Neillsville Warriors. Now for the Athens Blue Jays coming back this year, it's their senior Addison Levica, but she is down with a leg injury to start this season. So Levica was the leading scorer for this Athens team last year. She won't play tonight. Talked with Coach Kincaid Keefe before the game, and she said they're hopeful. They hope maybe she can come back to start the new year off that leg injury. She was out for the volleyball season for these Blue Jays, but Coach said they're going to do whatever is best for Addison Levica and her health here this year. So we may or may not see Levica this season. We will see. She will not play tonight, will not play in the year 2023. The sound of it, and a couple players Athens is losing Addison Zettler, a senior they're losing coming into this year, and Selena Ellenbecker, an honorable mention all-conference player last year, moving on and graduating, not on this year's team. But the rest of the starting lineup here tonight, again, Levica out with that injury, would be someone that would normally be, of course, in that starting lineup, a senior for this Athens team. But this Athens team loaded with seniors in the starting lineup, three of them. Sophia Coker, first-team all-conference player last year, coming back this year, a senior. And Sydney Coker, an honorable mention, all-conference player in the Marywood North, along with Giselle Hartwig, a first-team all-defensive player last year in the Marywood North, senior coming back. Bailey Honke, the junior, in the starting lineup as well, and Danica Diethelm, a vital player to the Athens rotation last year, coming back to start this year for the Blue Jays. And now we'll have your national anthem here on Zaleski Sports right before we are set to get underway, and we will keep it here for the national anthem. All right, welcome back, everybody. That was your national anthem here tonight as we're just about set to get underway here. The Neillsville Warriors and the Athens Blue Jays set to kick things off here. The 2023 girls basketball season here, the WIAA. Again, both these teams, you look at the last couple of years and the players they've got returning, easily could have expectations or should have goals of going to the state tournament this year. I think that's, well, obviously that's incredibly difficult any year for any team, but when you start looking at goals before the season, I can't imagine either of these teams have different goals other than let's win our conference in the regular season and get as high of a seed in the postseason as we can. And both these teams, the success we've seen them have, players that got coming back, could very well be state level type teams. Of course, Neillsville got very close last year. Just saw them go through their starting lineups here tonight. Again, Neillsville's starting lineups, mentioned it earlier, but it's number 10, Gracie Shanegarth, the junior. Then the freshman, number 14, Maddie Daivel. The junior, Sydney Subke, the senior, Paris Opelt, and the sophomore, Jess Kuhn. And for Athens, it is the junior, Bailey Honke, senior, Giselle Hartwig, senior, Sophia Coker, senior, Sydney Coker, and the junior, Danica Diethelm. Those are your starting lineups here tonight. We should be in for a good one here tonight. Two teams, again, that should have high aspirations here this season. The 2023 basketball year. Again, Athens still dealing with an injury to their leading scorer from last season, Addison Levica. And still unknown whether Levica will be able to come back here this year. And again, as talking with Coach, they're going to make a decision that whatever is best for her health, and if she's healthy enough to play, I think she'll be out there. But if not, then don't want to play her re-aggravating injuries like that. And just hope the best for Levica. She's able to make a healthy recovery however long it takes. Hartwig at the top of the key as Athens wins the tip. Athens with a size advantage out on the perimeter. That one going to be stolen away by Maddie Daivel, the freshman. Now the pass, and here's a lay-in, up and good by the junior, Gracie Shanegarth. Shot up and missed there by Daivel. Daivel ahead to Sophia Coker, and Coker is fouled. Coker fouled on the play. They've got that one on Shanegarth. Hartwig will pass it in. And Hartwig, actually a lot of these Athens starters, members of that Athens volleyball team from this year. Sydney and Sophia Coker as well. Danica Diethelm as well. There's Diethelm in the corner. That Athens volleyball team went to the sectional semifinal. They lost to Columbus Catholic, but regional champions this year for the Blue Jay volleyball team. Hartwig will inbound here. And turnover there for the Blue Jays. Here come the Warriors the other way, up 2-0. Opelt, kick over to Daivel. As Athens looks to be in a 1-3-1 zone here with Hartwig at the top of it. Kick to the corner. The three is up and too strong from Opelt that time. Now Athens having some trouble with it in the backcourt as Neillsville applies kind of a soft full court pressure there. Hartwig nearly walked with it there. Coker inside, turned over, stolen away by Jess Kuhn. Kuhn to the top of the key to Opelt. Opelt short corner. This is Subke. Subke has it blocked, but we've got a body call. Foul on the shot. I think they're going to get Sydney Coker here. They do. And here is Subke on the free throw. Going to be too strong, no good. Free throw number 2, too strong again, but an offensive rebound here. Jess Kuhn made a few hustle plays already tonight for this Warrior basketball team. Kick to the corner here. That's Subke. Got a whistle, another foul, and this one looks like it's going to go against Diethelm. We'll see the call. It's going to go against Diethelm, the push. Couple of fouls here for the Blue Jays, as Subke will inbound it. Shot from the corner, the lefty up and good. Maddie Dable for three. The freshman already with a steal and now a three-point shot from the corner, and Hartwig got away with the travel there. Or she didn't get away with it, I should say. It was called. And Hartwig nearly traveled last possession as well. Gets called for at that time. And Neillsville off to a good start here tonight, 5-0. So they work their offense against this 1-3-1 zone. As the guard flashes to the high post there, kicks it out. Was it deflected? Yes. Possession stays with Neillsville as Gracie Shanegarth had her pass deflected away that time. But again, against these zone defenses, quick passes are going to break it. Skip passes like that. Open three in the corner are going to be in and out. On the shot from Subke, and Athens able to get it. Neillsville another offensive possession here at the high post. Kick to the corner. Now to the left wing. Back to the top of the key now. Opelt. Opelt tries the three. That one's no good. And again, against the zone, got to be able to hit outside shots. Neillsville's hit one so far tonight. That one deflected away from Diethelm. Athens struggling to keep possession of the ball again, and another Athens turnover stolen away by Subke. Subke crossing half court here. Kick to the left wing. Opelt into the corner. Left-hand three. Too strong from Dable again, and now we got a foul on the rebound, and I think they're going to get Neillsville here. And they are going to get Shanegarth with the foul. Her first personal. Team second, I believe. Got one up on the board, but I believe that's Neillsville's second personal foul. I might be mistaken, but I thought we had one earlier. Full court press here from the Warriors, and there they go. They got it on the board. Into the game here for Athens is Brianna Sheehan. And double dribble call on Hartwig. So Hartwig with the double dribble, and she was first team all defensive player last year for this Blue Jay team in the Marywood North. 5-0 Neillsville. Athens still looking for their first points of the season. Kick to the corner here to Subke. Right wing with it now. Top of the key. Opelt, left wing, three. It's open, and it's good. That time it is Olivia Langrick, the sophomore, coming in off the bench for the three. 8-0 Neillsville, and lost. Can Neillsville recover it? Foul against Athens, and a turnover for the Blue Jays and a foul on the Blue Jays. Sarai Hartwig turned it over. It's 4 turnovers here in the first 4.5 minutes for Athens, and Neillsville jumping all over the Blue Jays here in this first half. We'll take a break, be back with more WIAA 2023 basketball after this on Zaleski Sports.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
They also were on. Welcome back, everybody. 8-0 Neillsville over Athens here, as the Warriors have forced a lot of turnovers tonight, 4 to be exact. Hit a couple of threes already, and this Warrior team having coming off a sectional final appearance, picking up right where they left off last year with their 27-1 season. And again, a lot of returning starters, but there's going to be a Neillsville turnover, but they will get it back. No, the Blue Jays come up with it. Diethelm comes up with it. Neillsville's first turnover of the game. And Neillsville, they play that 2-3 zone. And Athens has, but again, it's a 2-3 zone that a lot of times 2-3 zones you can see be a little lackadaisical, and Sophia Coker going to muscle it up inside and score for the Blue Jays. The first points of the year for this Blue Jay basketball team, and it's the senior Sophia Coker. And attempted steal, no good. Opelt skip to the right wing. It is Dable. Dable into the corner now, and here's going to be another Neillsville turnover, stolen away by Sarai Hartwig. Here come the Blue Jays. Hartwig to Diethelm, left wing. Skip into the short corner for Coker. Coker drives. May have gotten away with a travel there. Hartwig, the top of the key jump shot. Up and good. Sarai Hartwig on the assist from Sophia Coker. And the Blue Jays with back-to-back buckets. Right wing here for Dable, back top of the key for Opelt into the corner. It's Langrick. Opelt open, left wing three, and short again from Opelt. The Conference Player of the Year still looking for her first points of the season here. Missed 3 so far. Looking for those shots, though. She's had some good looks. That's going to be another Athens turnover. Hartwig be her fourth of the half. 5 turnovers for the Blue Jays so far. Again, that's really been 8-4 here. Neillsville with the lead. That's kind of been the story so far, is the Athens turnovers. It's been the story of the game, I would say. Kick out left wing. Opelt into the corner. Another 3. Langrick, and too strong. Offensive rebound, though, for Kaylee Lawrence, the junior. Splitting the double. Top of the key. Another 3 here. Neillsville firing away, and the freshman with another one. Maddie Dable with another 3, 11-4, 9 of Neillsville's 11 points have been threes. Opelt with a steal, but Hartwig steals it away. Couple of quick steals for both sides, and nearly another one. It has been a bit of a sloppy start here, both sides. And again, that can happen. Opening game of the season, sometimes you're still trying to shake off the rust, and seen a little bit of that tonight with the turnovers from both sides. 11-4, Neillsville. Pass in here. Hartwig lost the ball. Stolen away. Here come the Warriors the other way. That's Langrick. Langrick the jump stop. Kick out the freshman. Tries another 3. Too strong. Rebound. Opelt up. No good. Coker on the rebound, but a foul on the Warriors. And they're going to get Opelt on the foul, going after the rebound after her missed shot. Be her first. She'll sub out of the game. Maybe her second. I'll have to double-check fouls at half. Again, speaking of shaking rust off, it's not only the player shaking rust off, it's me up here shaking rust off as well. Didn't bring my scorebook tonight. I forgot that basketball scorebooks is what I typically use coming into these games. Keep track of stats. I'm doing it kind of freehand and manually here tonight. Usually for football and volleyball, it's not usually ideal to bring any kind of a scorebook. Is do it on the roster, but basketball, very helpful to have a scorebook, and something I didn't bring tonight. So not only are the players shaking off rust, the announcers shaking off rust as well here to start the girls' basketball season, but keep track of stats as best I can for you here tonight. Diethelm bringing the ball up the court, kicking it left wing, and that is a travel before the shot called on Addison Levica, or Brianna Sheehan, and that was a good call. She shuffled the feet there before the shot. Did Sheehan, but banked it in. Will go down as another Athens turnover. Again, it was just one of those where on the catch, shuffled the feet a little bit, and that's going to get called every time. Pass over here to Maddie Dable, who's had a really nice night. She's 2 for 3 from downtown. The freshman Dable has really come in with just amazing confidence for a freshman coming into this season, as stepping out of bounds there, it is Olivia Langrick on the Neillsville turnover. But again, talking about Maddie Dable for this Neillsville team, a freshman, and coming out just firing away from three-point range, 2 for 3 so far. And there's a turnover. Coker throws it right to Ormond that time, and the turnover problems for the Blue Jays continue. Braylon Anding in the game. Kick to the left corner. The 3 up and good. Another one for this Warrior team. Olivia Langrick, she's 2 for 2 from downtown tonight. She's got 6 points. Warriors up by 10. Hartwig into the corner for Sarai Hartwig. Double team there. Short corner here for Coker. Goes baseline, misses the lay-in, and rebound for Opelt. That's one that senior Coker would like to have back. And another top of the key 3 for the freshman. No good for Dable. She's now 2 for 4 from downtown. Giselle Hartwig the other way. Into the corner here for Sheehan. And stolen away again. The freshman Dable with it. On the fast break, Dable to the basket. Kicks it out. Well, now she kicks it out. Top of the key, the swing into the corner. Another one in the corner for 3. Top of the backboard, out of bounds. From Olivia Langrick. So Langrick misses her first 3 of the night. She's 2 for 3 from downtown. It's been all 3-point shots nearly tonight for Neillsville. 12 of their 14 points have come from downtown. The lone 2-point shot came from Gracie Shanegarth. And it was the opening score of the game, the layup off the Athens turnover. 14-4 your score. Neillsville going to apply pressure into the game is Ava Ford, the sophomore for this Blue Jay team. Here comes Giselle Hartwig. Double teamed here. Neillsville applying the ball pressure, finding Ford. And again, that's the difference between this Neillsville 2-3 zone and a lot of 2-3 zones you see. Coker, left wing, Diethelm. Finds Hartwig inside. Hartwig backs in, up with a shot, foul. Are they going to say on the shot or on the floor? They're going to give it on the shot. Maddie Dable called for the foul, her first. First personal, 4th team, and Giselle Hartwig will head to the line for the first time tonight. Hartwig no good. We have not seen a made free throw either side tonight. Neillsville missed both their tries. And Hartwig short on the free throw. Again, that's something else you see sometimes to start the year. Missed free throws, turnovers, stuff like that. Just kind of shaking off that rust and getting back into early season basketball form, or mid-season basketball form, I should say. There's another turnover, and seen a lot of those tonight, both sides. Jess Kuhn, that one just kind of went off her hands. Diethelm, the pass to Ford, could have been dangerous. Sydney Coker, and we'll have a jump ball here. And possession arrow goes to Neillsville. Layla Walk, another freshman in the game for the Warriors. And forcing the jump ball that time. Again, Neillsville coached by Coach John Geyer. Athens coached by Coach Kincaid Keefe. Bringing it up here is the freshman, Maddie Dable. And Dable, that's a double dribble. And Coach Geyer not happy with Dable that time, and looks like Dable's going to get subbed out here. Coach Geyer she will sub in for Jess Kuhn. Opel subs in for Jess Kuhn. But again, Dable, just a freshman, starting her first varsity game of her life, and it's been a pretty great start, I would say, for the freshman Dable. A couple of threes already, a few steals as well. There's a steal for Neillsville again. The freshman traveled with it that time. That's Layla Walk. Switch that pivot foot right before the drive, and another good call by the referees. Again, I think it's been a well-reffed game here tonight. Again, always try to, referees in any sport get a lot of flack from fans a lot of times, from coaches a lot of times, but I think it's always worthwhile. If you're going to point out when they miss a call, you got to point out when they're doing a great job. And tonight, I think so far the referee's doing a great job too in their first game of the basketball season as well. And who knows the experience level of some of these referees as well. Again, we do have a shortage of referees in the WIAA right now as well. So also a good call for anybody out there interested in refereeing. I know the WIAA is looking for people to referee these games. Corner shot, no good from Layla Walk. And that's going to be a foul on the Warriors. They might get Walk here. And that'll actually be on Gracie Shanegarth, her second personal. That's 6 team fouls, so the Athens Blue Jays going to be in the bonus for the remainder of the half. And again, that's this Warrior style of play. They're going to get you full court, try to force some turnovers, but they might get themselves into a little bit of foul trouble as well. We've seen both tonight. We've seen them force a lot of turnovers, but also a lot of fouls already. Sydney Coker, high post. Kicks it out to Sophia Coker. Up top to Ford. Skips it over to Diethelm. And again, the key against these zone defenses is to move the ball quickly. The worst thing is to hold the basketball and let that defense reset. And here's an offensive rebound. Sophia Coker missed it, got her own rebound again, put it up, and good. Sophia Coker battling on the inside and scores it for the Blue Jays. And that's what you like to see out of post players. You miss that first initial shot, go back and muscle up another rebound and muscle up another shot. That's an air ball on the three from Langrick. Here's a mid-range jumper from Opelt, no good. And we got a jump ball call. Possession arrow goes to the Blue Jays. 14-6 Neillsville. But again, both these teams playing zone defense. And again, the key to beating any zone is quick decisions. And that might go without saying, but against zone defenses, especially against teams that run them very well, and Neillsville runs their 2-3 zone incredibly well, you need to make quick decisions offensively, because if you hold the ball too long, you let them set defensively, it becomes a lot more difficult to find any gap in that zone. The gaps are there. In any zone defense, the gaps are going to be there. You just got to move the ball quick enough and decisively enough, and there's going to be another jump ball. This time, possession arrow goes to Neillsville. 14-6, Warriors lead here on the road. Again, that Neillsville 2-3 zone, what they do such a nice job of, and this is what good 2-3 zones do, is still apply ball pressure out of the 2-3 zone. A lot of times when you see teams run the 2-3 zone poorly, it's because they're sitting back, lackadaisical. They're playing it too much like it is a zone defense, because that's going to be another jump ball. Athens will have the possession arrow here on the missed three from Langrick, and you'll see here from Neillsville, obviously they play the full court pressure, but teams that run 2-3 zones poorly, they're the ones that sit back. Their two top defenders are beneath the three-point line. If you look at Neillsville, obviously they run the full court press, but even the half court here, you see they're up way past the three-point line, applying that ball pressure, and there's going to be open passing lanes, so you see one right there as it's nearly turned over, but a lot of times that skip far side can be open there, and it's going to be another jump ball here, no foul. Or no, we got a foul on Athens, a foul on Sophia Coker here. I believe that's Coker's first. Fourth team foul as Coker will check out. So a foul on Sophia Coker. It'll be Neillsville ball. That's her second personal foul. So Coker checks out. We'll keep an eye on Coker's fouls for the remainder of this one. Three up from Dable, the freshman, no good. Rebound from Diethelm. Kick the other way. Here comes Hartwig in transition, up with a shot, no good. That time Hartwig just wasn't really in control on that shot. Dable, the freshman, back in the fast break, and a quick pass and score for Jess Kuhn. Jess Kuhn with the score, the assist for Dable. Hartwig trapped in the right wing. Coker tosses that one out of bounds. Again, that's that. Against that 2-3, Athens is trying to work that high-low post game in that high post and low post area. And again, that can really be a 2-3 zone breaker specifically. If you can get the ball into the high post there at the free throw line, if you got somebody that can make plays, passing the ball and scoring the ball. And here's a steal, Brianna Sheehan in transition, and she traveled with it. And it'll be Neillsville the other way. And again, that time Sheehan just... And I bet Coach Keefe is telling her exactly that. Just a jump stop is what you need there. And you're kind of losing control. Just jump stop 2 feet and put up the shot. Here's a skip to the low post. Orman down there. Kick inside. Shots up. Blocked by Hartwig. Sarai Hartwig. Lawrence. And here's a deep three from Opelt and just grazes the rim. Another offensive rebound for the Warriors. Another three. That's Dable. No good. Another offensive rebound. No. Athens comes up with it. Neillsville not afraid to fire away from downtown. They've hit a lot of them tonight, 4 of them. Kick outside to Sheehan. Hartwig drives baseline, and we get a charge call against Hartwig. They call Hartwig for the charge. Emerson Ormond drew the call. And it's tough from this angle to see on that call. but pretty bang-bang play. Charge call. And we go with the referee who's right there. 16-6, your score. Dayville brings it up. Into the corner, open three. Shot is up, and it is good. Kaylee Lawrence from downtown. Her first points of the night, and 5 threes now on the night for this Warrior team. Hartwig the other way into the high post. Ball poked away, out of bounds. What's the call here? And just out of bounds, off of Athens. So no foul there. No foul call. I think they could have had Opelt there on a reach, but no call, out of bounds. Ball stays with Athens anyways. But again, that one was close. Out to the right wing to Hartwig here. Low post, back to Hartwig, and a foul on the shot. Hartwig will go back to the line. As looks like, I think they got Opelt. I said 23. Sydney Subke with the foul. And Giselle Hartwig back to the line. 0 for 2 so far tonight. And knocks that one down. That's the first free throw made of this game, either side. And short on that one. So 1 point for Hartwig there on that trip to the line. 19-7 your score. Dayville kicks to the corner. Pump fake here and deflected away by Hartwig. Out of bounds. Possession goes to Athens. Say out off of Neillsville. Giselle Hartwig showing why she was a first-team all-defensive player in the conference last year. Deflecting that one out of bounds. Layla Walk turns it over. Hartwig gets it into Diethelm. And stolen away. Dayville in transition up with the left hand, and good. The freshman, Maddie Dayville. She's got 8 points, leads all scorers tonight. Sophia Coker here the other way. Giselle Hartwig up with the shot, and up and good for Hartwig. Hartwig's first made field goal tonight. She's 1 for 2 from the field now. 2 points for Hartwig, 21-9. Neillsville, and that one looks like it's going to go off. Neillsville, yep, over and back. Over and back the call. And a turnover for Neillsville. And Athens still very much in this ball game. And if they can eliminate some of the self-inflicted errors here tonight, some of the turnovers, but Neillsville does a nice job forcing those as well. That's a tough 2-3 pressure zone to go up against. But just a 12-point game. This one's still well within reach. And that one, the pass from Ford, stolen away by Jess Kuhn. Kuhn to the right wing. Opelt into the corner for Lawrence. And a foul here. They think they're going to get Hartwig. Well, let's see the call. Yep, they call Giselle Hartwig for the foul. So Hartwig on the foul. Now both teams in the bonus the rest of the way here in the first half. First personal for Hartwig, 6th team. Opelt inbounds it. Dayville. Dayville looking for somebody. She's got Opelt if she wants her, finds her. Kick to the left wing, skip to the corner. Langrick had an open three there, passed it up. Opelt back to the top of the key. Dayville for three. Short. Offensive rebound, no. Sophia Coker comes up with it. Again, Dayville, the freshman, not afraid here. That has been clear. First ever varsity game, not afraid to pull up from downtown. Diethelm on the running jump shot into Coker on the offensive rebound, stolen away. And shot going to be up, no good, but a foul. Sydney Subke, Langrick on the shot. I didn't see who they got on the foul that time. May have been Ford or Hartwig there. Got Hartwig on the foul. So that'll be Hartwig's second of the half. She will likely third personal for Hartwig. So Hartwig now, the senior, in some foul trouble with those 3 fouls. Free throw up and good by Langrick. So 1 for 2 there from Langrick and stolen away by Neillsville. Langrick steals it away. Right wing here. Pass to the corner. Skip pass, and again, you see Neillsville here. They're moving the ball very quickly against this Athens zone. It makes it really tough to keep rotating. Misses the three-point shot there. Offensive rebound, though. Langrick missed the shot. Now a right wing 3 here for Subke, no good. And Athens the other way. Coker, will she take it? No. Pulls it out. Going to reset the offense. Out to Diethelm. Pump fakes, drives inside, and goes up with a jumper. No good. And a rebound there. Rebound for Emerson Ormond. Back the other way. Here's Subke. Over to Langrick. She wants another 3 and going to be too strong on it. The freshman Dable with a rebound. Blocked by Coker, looked like, or just contested maybe. Diethelm skips it up, deflected, and this will be stolen away, and a foul going to be called against the Blue Jays. As Subke steals it away, the foul will go against Sheehan. So Sheehan called for the body, kind of forcing Subke out of bounds there. Subke will head to the line for 1-and-1 free throws. 22-9, your score. Subke misses the throw. And back come the Blue Jays. 22-9. Diethelm, and that's going to be deflected. And that time Ford just wasn't looking for the ball. But Diethelm was looking to pass it to her. And again, this high-pressure defense for Neillsville. Pass inside. Coker with the left. Fouled on the shot. And Sophia Coker will head to the line for 2 free throws. And it looks like they got Emerson Ormond, her first personal. Coker misses the free throw. And it hasn't been a good free throw shooting night for either team. And I think still shaking off some of that rust here. Opening night as Coker goes 1 for 2 from the line. She's got 5 points tonight. Leads the Blue Jays in scoring. And here comes Maddie Dable, the leader in scoring for the game, either side. Langrick into Dable, kicks it out to the corner. That's Kuhn for 3, too strong. Rebound for Diethelm, and that is going to be a foul on Maddie Dable. Yep, they're going to get Dable that time. Oh, no, they called it. I think they got the wrong number there. Oh, or maybe Yeah, they called Emerson Ormond. That's who they called on the foul. I believe it was Dable, though, who is in on that. I think the ref. Yeah, that's who they called, but I'm pretty sure it was 14. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm seeing things. Garrett's looking at me like I'd belong in an insane asylum over here for saying it should be 14. Could be wrong. Go with the call on the floor. Called on Ormond, 24. As that's Maddie Dable driving left, driving inside. Probably got away with a walk there. Left corner, deflected away. Neillsville able to go in the backcourt for it. Was deflected. Driving up, kick to the corner here. Pump fake back to the corner. That's Kuhn. Kuhn driving baseline, outside for Dable. Dable drives inside. The left-hand tough shot, no good. A rebound for Sheehan. Diethelm brings it up for the Blue Jays the other way. 40 seconds on the clock, and Athens, that is Diethelm. Up with the shot and good. Danica Diethelm for 2. Tough shot there for Diethelm. Now at 30 seconds, you expect to see Neillsville just waste down the clock here and go for the last shot. I would think at least. 22-12 your score. Every team kind of does that differently, and Neillsville says, who cares about the last shot? We'll take it right now. They missed the 3. That's Dable. And now we got a jump ball. Possession stays with the Warriors. Now with 14 seconds left as Dable will check out. Coming into the game is Opelt and Opelt and Langrick. And now with 15 seconds, you would assume to see Neillsville hold it. Nope, they're going to take another shot. Again, that's a little confusing to me. Normally you hold the ball for one shot. Now Athens will have a chance at the last shot. They turn it over instead. And Subkey back the other way, pulling up from mid-range, no good, and that is going to do it for the first half. Kind of an ugly end to the first half, but it's going to be Neillsville up 22-12 on Athens here in the first half. We'll take a break, be back with the second half of action here in tonight's WIAA 2023 basketball action after this on Zaleski Sports.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Hi, I'm Malachi from Northside Computers and Cellular. We are currently offering a great savings of 2 phone lines for $50, and it includes unlimited talk, text, and data. Stop down at Northside Computers and Cellular, 907 South Central Avenue, Marshfield, to see how you can save on your internet, cable, and phone bills. We have the best providers under one roof.
2 phone lines, $50. Get mobile, internet, and television all under one roof. Northside Computer and Cellular of Marshfield.
Need furniture? Come to Mall Furniture in Marshfield and get it now. We have what you want in stock. Do you need a new 2-sided Wisconsin-built mattress set or adjustable bed? We have them in stock. Power lift chairs, rocker or wall recliner. How about a glider rocker or swivel rocker? We have them. Sofas, sectionals and sleepers, reclining and stationary, leather and cloth. Choose from Marshfield Furniture, Lazy Boy, and Best Home Furnishing. See our expanded Wolfcraft Maple and Oak, made in Marshfield Furniture. Bring your truck or trailer and take it with you, or have it delivered for a small fee.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just to feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
I really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day?
Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Neillsville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Central Wisconsin Glass is Central Wisconsin's choice for your next new or remodeled shower and bathroom. The experts at Central Wisconsin Glass will effortlessly guide you through the design and installation process. Have the elegant and modern shower and bathroom you've been looking for. Call Central Wisconsin Glass at 715-387-8010. That's 715-387-8010. And Central Wisconsin Glass on Facebook for your residential, commercial, and vehicle glass needs.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
Welcome back, everybody, as we're just about set to get started here in the second half. Neillsville leads Athens 22-12 here tonight, and it's the first game of the season, and it looked like it in the first half. I don't think either of these coaches came out of that first half particularly happy with the way their teams played. Of course, Neillsville is leading by 10 in this game, but both teams really struggled taking care of the basketball. Some ill-advised decisions there, a lot of missed free throws, and just kind of a sloppy first half, especially to end the first half here tonight. But we'll see if we're in store for a little bit more cleanly played second half tonight. But again, it's first game of the season, team shaking off some rust, and see what we're in store for here in the second half. Again, Athens specifically, don't have an exact number in front of me, but upwards of 12, 13 turnovers minimum there in that first half. And a lot of them were ill-advised, unforced turnovers. Gets it in here this time to Diethelm, but in Neillsville they apply a lot of ball pressure. That is what they do, that full court press that backs up into a 2-3 zone. But a lot of pressure out of that 2-3 zone as well. Here's the skip to Diethelm. Left wing three is up and short. Rebound for Paris Opelt. And Opelt, leading scorer, conference player of the year last year for Neillsville, has gone scoreless here in the first half. Probably maybe the most surprising thing we've seen so far in the first half. And there's another three for the freshman. Maybe another surprise tonight. Maddie Dable, she's got 11 points. What a way for a freshman to come onto the scene here tonight. Her first ever varsity game. She's leading the game in points, either side. Maddie Dable with 11 points tonight. Pass ahead here to Opel, 25-12 Neillsville. They continue to stripe it from three-point range. There's a skip to the right. That's Opel. Back over here to Subke. Now Dable's there. Inside to Subke. Drives inside, up with the right hand, and short on the finish. Rebound there for Kuhn. Kuhn back outside. The skip over to Dable. Back to Opel. Neillsville a little bit jumbled up here on the outside. Skip outside here. This is going to be a deep two, missed by Gracie Shangarth. And Diethelm just gets through there, up with the kind of floater off the glass. No good, deflected out of bounds off Neillsville. Possession stays with the Blue Jays. Checking in for Neillsville now is Emerson Ormond. She checks in for Sydney Subke. Diethelm in the corner for three, too strong. Again, worth pointing out. Again, brought it up if you're just joining us, as here's another fast break for Neillsville and another score for the freshman, Maddie Dable. Dable now with 13 points, leading the game. And Neillsville leads at 27-12. Sophia Coker, mid-range jumper, is good. Coker now with 7. She leads the Blue Jays in scoring tonight. Here's Athens back in that. Called it a 1-3-1 earlier, maybe a 1-2-2. Let me get another look at it here. In really good zones, it's tough to tell. Dable, the three, and in and out from the freshman there. Now a foul going to be on the rebound. Going to go against Athens here. And I think they called that on Giselle Hartwig again. And if that is on Hartwig, that's her fourth, and Hartwig is likely going to come out of this game. And that's tough. Hartwig had 3 fouls going into halftime. She picks up her fourth within 3 minutes here in the second half, and you got to think the senior Giselle Hartwig going to be on the bench for a while here in the second half. And that's a big loss for this Athens team. Again, they're already down their leading scorer from last year, Addison Levica. An injury before the volleyball season that she may or may not be back at some point this year. Likely will not return during this calendar year, during 2023. A chance Levica comes back in 2024, but no guarantee. Kick outside here to Opel. So already without one of your senior leaders, and now without probably your best defender in Giselle Hartwig, first-team all-conference defensive player last year, and now without her with those 4 fouls in this game. That shot up and good from Gracie Shangarth. And Neillsville coming out looking clean here in the second half. 7 quick points. Coker the other way. And Coker has it stolen away by the freshman, Maddie Dable. Dable all the way with the left, blocked by Coker, gets her own rebound, kicked outside to Opelt. Opelt for three, that's short. Ford has it the other way. She's got a breakaway opportunity. Jump stops up with the shot, no good. Now again, even though Ford missed that shot, she made a smart move there. Just a jump stop to gather herself and got a good shot up. Saw a Athens player earlier, I think it was Sheehan, turn it over on a travel earlier that time. Good job by the young player, the sophomore, to just jump stop, gather herself before the shot. Opelt on the three, no good again. Rebound for Kuhn. Neillsville continues to dominate the glass. Opelt still looking for first score tonight. Kick out to the corner, now right wing for Dable. Dable drives, now the kick outside for Shane Garth. Into the corner for Opelt, skipping left side, Dable into the corner now for Ormond, and Ormond for three. Emerson Ormond from downtown, and the Warriors lead it 32-14. Diethelm deflected away, another steal for the freshman Dable, all the way to the basket. Had the ball deflected away and scores it. 7 points here in the second half for Maddie Dable. She's got 14 total on the night. Rather, 15 total on the night, and she may have another one here on the fast break. Left hand up and good. Another one for the freshman, and Coach Keefe calls timeout. Another one for Maddie Dable. She's got 17 tonight. Her first ever varsity game, 17 points, 36-14 Neillsville. We'll take a quick break. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
From humble beginnings in 1904.
Welcome back, everybody. Spectrum Benefit Solutions, with offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. An SCS apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. 36-14, Neillsville with the lead over Athens here, and the Blue Jays got to get it past half court. Can they? Yes, Sheehan has it. Neillsville has really come alive in the second half. They are on. It was 22-12 at halftime. It's been a 12-2 run to start the second half for this Warrior team. Inbound here into Ford. Inside, it's Coker. Gathers herself. Double team, triple team. Goes up with a shot. Fouled on the shot. And no, they're going to say on the ground she was fouled. And they call Olivia Langrick with the foul that time. Langrick's second personal. They inbound to Coker. Deflected away by Opelt. Opelt in transition all the way to the cup. And count it, and one for Paris Opelt. Her first points of the night for the Conference Player of the Year last season in the Clover Belt East. And Opelt, that one's got to feel good. Just to kind of see that one go through the basket, and that sometimes that can be all it takes, especially for a player like Opelt. Misses the free throw that time, but sometimes that's all it takes. You see that one go in, and it can be kind of like a flood after that. Sheehan up to Ford. 38-14, deflected away. Can the Warriors come up with it? Yes, they do. Another turnover for Athens. Here comes Opelt the other way, all the way to the basket. Opelt, a fadeaway, tough shot. She's fouled by Ford. On the body. It'll be Ford's first personal as Opelt goes back to the line. And she's 0 for 1. Her last trip makes that one. Opelt now with 3 points tonight. And that one up and good from Opelt. Paris Opelt now with 4 points in the game. Sarai Hartwig left wing. Finds Diethelm. Diethelm deflected away. Opelt with another steal, and Opelt a breakaway layup up and good, and the Warriors are running away with this one here in the second half. 6 points now for Opelt as she deflects that one away as well. That one actually went off Diethelm. Another Athens turnover. They're nearing 20 turnovers for the game. And again, it's been just one of those kind of nights here tonight for that Athens offense. Just they really have not had an answer for that high-pressure 2-3 zone of Neillsville. Have not been able to take care of the basketball tonight. Again, of course, Athens without Levica, their leading scorer from last year, but at the same time, that's a player that may not be playing at all this year. We don't know. She may or may not come back in the year in 2024 in January-ish. Again, I did talk with Coach Keefe before the game and asked her about Addison Levica's injury, and she said they're hopeful that maybe she can return for the new year in January, but Coach said, of course, first and foremost is Levica's health, and that'll determine whether she's able to come back at all this year. But again, it doesn't sound like Levica will be on the court at all in the year 2023 for this Blue Jay team. So, again, say they don't have Levica out there, but they're not going to have Levica out there for the next 2 months, so at least. So this Athens team going to have to figure some things out and hopefully figure some things out for the rest of this game, as it's not totally over yet, but as that's going to be another steal and score for Neillsville. But, again, 30-point game here. It's going to be tough to come back from right now if you're Athens. You want to start taking care of the basketball, start building good habits for the rest of the year, because they've built a lot of bad habits so far in this game. There's another turnover. And I think if you're Coach Keefe, that's really what you want to see, is just your team take care of the basketball, if nothing else. And Subkey misses that time. Sheehan, and again, that Neillsville defense is just so tough. Subkey the other way going to score. And this second half has really just been all Neillsville. 24-2 in the second half for the Warriors. Hartwig the other way. Inside, fadeaway shot up, no good from Sydney Coker. Gets her own rebound, though, off the tip from Hartwig. Sheehan, short corner to Hunky. Back outside to Sheehan. Sheehan, high post for Sydney Coker. Inside, deflected and stolen away. Here comes the freshman Maddie Dable the other way. Dable crossing over to the basket. Euro step, probably got away with a travel, misses the shot. And Dable leads all scorers tonight as a freshman. Again, this is the first game of the season, and I don't think it can be overstated as Honky scores 2 points there. I don't think it can be overstated how impressive it is for a freshman to come in the first game of their entire varsity career to come in and lead your team in scoring. Score 17 points. I don't know if I can count, as that's going to be a foul on the three. Sydney Coker fouls Sydney Subke on the three-point shot, so Subke is going to go to the line for 3 free throws. But, again, getting back to Maddie Dable, the freshman for Neillsville, I can't think of any time off the top of my head that I've seen. I guess the only thing I can think about is a Pacelli boys basketball player a few years ago as a freshman, came in, had a big game, his first game as a freshman. But that's the only one off the top of my head that I can come and think about that where a freshman, first game of the year, was the leading scorer for their team in a win. Yeah, it's not easy to do, and can't be overstated how impressive that is for Maddie Dable here tonight for this Neillsville Warrior team. And I'm sure, based on what we've seen tonight, that's not going to be the last time. So we'll be covering quite a bit of Neillsville basketball, girls basketball this year. Not going to be the first time we call Maddie Dable's name this year. And again, if you just think, adding that to a team already with Paris Opelt, who's had an uncharacteristic game for Opelt, you're gonna, I can guarantee Opelt's going to be much better throughout this season than she was tonight. That's going to be an and one for Giselle Hartwig, but and Opelt, Conference Player of the Year last year, she'll be much better throughout the season than she has been tonight, scoring-wise. And add that to Opelt, add that to Jess Kuhn, an honorable mention conference, all-conference player last year. Sydney Subke, a second-team all-conference player last year in the Culver Belt East. And now you add Maddie Dable, a freshman, to that mix, and this Neillsville team looks as dangerous as any that we've seen over the past few years, and that's saying something for a team that just went 27-1 and lost in the sectional final. And there's a three. There's the second-team all-conference player, Sydney Subke. Perhaps looking for a first-team all-conference selection this year, and Subke going to get called for a foul that time. And again, I think this is, without a doubt, a sign of things to come for this Warrior team this year, what we've seen tonight. Without a doubt. Again, it's no shock. This team has had, I think when I wrote it down before, let me just double-check my stats. That's going to be a miss from Athens, and possession goes to Neillsville, but let me just check some of my stats here I had written down. We got 5 straight 20-win seasons for this Neillsville Warrior basketball program. I mean, that is 20 games winning is just expected. It's just the norm out of the Neillsville girls basketball program for the last few years. Of course, they went to the state semifinal game 2 years ago. Again, last year they went 27-1. Again, undefeated all year long up until that loss in the sectional in the sectional final to Kofax. And again, so you can argue that Neillsville team probably was a little bit being undefeated, a little bit disappointed even, and it sounds crazy to be disappointed getting to a sectional final. That's a heck of a season for any team, get to a sectional final game, but as Sarai Hartwig knocks down the jumper there, but this Neillsville team, they might have a sour taste in their mouth, losing that game by 2 points last year. And a lot of these starters still coming back. They lost 2 senior starters to last year's team, but a lot of these players still here. Subke, Opelt, and here's the freshman Maddie Dable with another 3. And another timeout for Athens as Neillsville goes up by 25. Maddie Dable's got 20 points in her first career varsity game. We will keep it here. As the Warriors lead at 55-20. Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction has been partnering with private and public customers since 1984. Staub Construction has its own service and fabrication department to assist with any municipal or industrial situation. Staub Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. And K&S Logistics. K&S is a family-owned and operated logistics company located in Greenwood, Wisconsin. K&S provides domestic and less than truckload shipping solutions to destinations nationwide. From simple to complex, if you need to move it, we can find a flexible solution. K&S is currently looking for awesome people to join our driving team. Full-time, part-time, local, and long-haul positions available. Visit KSLOGS.com. That's KSLOGS.com. And Mutual of Wausau Insurance has been protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Here come the Blue Jays the other way with it. Gotten a little bit going offensively here. Diethelm hit a shot there, and Sophia Coker's had a nice night tonight on the inside for Athens when she's been able to get it in there. Neillsville has now switched to a man-to-man defense here, and I think Coach Geyer just trying to get his team used to playing multiple styles of defense here. Again, this one likely sealed already, but Coach Geyer now go to man-to-man, see if you can defend against that, and Athens scoring a little bit against it. Bailey Honke. And again, so as a coach, even though you like to have a team that can play any style of defense. If you have to go to a zone, or if a zone defense suits you better against a specific team, you like to be able to go to it. If a man-to-man defense suits you better against a team, you like to be able to go to it. So I think Neillsville, you'll see that 2-3 pressure, full court trapping zone most of the year, I think. But Coach Geyer coming out in that man-to-man and trying to get his players used to defending one-on-one in case they ever need that, especially late in the season. Late in the season, you're going to be going up against teams that maybe can beat that 2-3 zone, know how to beat that zone. And again, I'd expect Neillsville to be at the very least in sectionals again this year. I think that is absolutely an expectation for this Neillsville team. My guess is that their goal is state. I'd have to imagine so. But I think from a broadcaster's perspective, this is the team I absolutely expect to be playing in the sectionals. And once you get to sectional levels, you start playing teams that, they can beat these zone defenses and get later in the season. And also, that's not to put Athens down in any way here. They've struggled against the zone defense tonight for sure. Again, it's just the first game of the season. This Blue Jay team's got a lot of season left. They're also coming off an excellent year. So regardless of how tonight goes, as the Blue Jays coming off a 23-4 season last year, making it to a regional final. Regardless of how tonight goes for Athens, Athens is playing probably the best team they'll play all season long here tonight. So if you're an Athens Blue Jay fan, that's something to keep in perspective here. As almost assuredly, Athens will not play a better team this year. Again, I can double-check their schedule and see how many they'll have high-quality opponents, no doubt, but Neillsville, one of the top teams in the state last year and will be again this year. That shot up and good. I believe that was Coker. So Athens having a little bit more success against the man-to-man defense for Neillsville. Opelt wants a deep three, no good. And here goes Athens the other way. May have turned it over. We got a foul here as Coker goes sliding to the floor. And hopefully Coker's all right. We might have to get a towel to clean up a wet spot there, but they get Jess Kuhn on the foul. Coker seems to be all right. Probably going to have some bruises after that fall, but that's basketball. That's playing on the hardwood. Coker also a volleyball player, and I think, can't speak from experience. Basketball I can't speak from experience, getting bruises from, but volleyball I can't. But I believe volleyball, maybe even a sport where you get even more bruising from diving and falling on the floor. As Coker battles inside, she'll go to the line for 2 shots. Coker tonight with 10 points. And hits the free throw that time. She is now 3 for 4 from the free throw line. 11 points now for Coker. And make it 12 for Sophia Coker. So again, Coker showing that what she's likely going to have in store for this Athens team all year long. You expect Coker to be in the double digits scoring-wise once again for this Athens Blue Jay team, as she was last year. Coker, the second leading scorer for the Blue Jays, and that's going to be who Athens is going to have to look to be their number 1 scoring option here with Levica out, at least the first couple of months of this season. And I'm sure Coker not going to shy away from that role at all. She's, again, was the second leading scorer last year. And Coker, really nifty step-through move. And I don't think was a travel. And she gets her own rebound again and will go up at the free throw line once again. So Coker battling away in the post here. We'll see who they got on the foul that time. It looks like they got Emerson Ormond, her 3rd personal. Coker misses that one. And in a moment, we'll go through what these teams have in store for them throughout this season. Get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. Coker now with 13 points tonight. 5 of those coming from the free throw line. And Athens now going to a man-to-man defense as well. And now Athens, I think, probably less of a change due to just trying to switch it up. I think Athens making that change because Neillsville has been knocking down deep shots against their zone. We'll keep it here as it's a timeout for Neillsville. Express Employment Professionals. Find your next career path with just a phone call to Express Employment Professionals. With locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield, no matter where you are in central Wisconsin, save yourself some time and find your next employer at expresspros.com. And Fleet Farm. Toyland is now open at Fleet Farm with their Price Match Plus guarantee. If you find a lower toy price, they'll beat it by 5%. You'll get the best price on a huge selection of toys at Fleet Farm. and Dolman Insurance. The Dolman Insurance Agency, LLC, family-owned and operated, covering homes, businesses, and farms in Midwest Wisconsin since 1978. Dolman Insurance is an independent agency, so they can find the best rate for the coverage for your unique situation. They have offices in Greenwood and Thorpe and service customers throughout Midwest Wisconsin. Find them at dolmaninsurance.com. Dolman Insurance. Come for the rates, stay for the service. 57-29 Neillsville. Here's Dayville, the step-through move, and a tough shot with the left hand. And that is, let me tell you, that is a step-through move with the left hand. That's a veteran move on the inside for Dayville. Dayville's hit a lot of outside shots tonight, but she's had a couple inside where she's used that step-through move as Opelt misses the shot there, and Hartwig with the rebound. But, man, that was, again, on your screen it might not look all that fancy, but that is a tough move to do and not travel. That kind of jump through, that step-through move is tough because you have to jump off 2 feet and land on 2 feet for it not to be a travel. And for a freshman to already have that move in her bag of tricks, that is just not something you see very often at the high school level. That's something you're used to seeing a junior, senior level player have, a player with a year or two of experience at the varsity level who's been working on those kind of post moves, those driving to the lane moves a little bit more. But I can't say enough about Maddie Dayville's performance here tonight for the Neillsville Warriors. She got 20 points, leads all scorers, or 22 points, excuse me. Opelt drives inside, and Opelt in and out. And again, Opelt is at 8 points, less than you typically expect from her, but again, you'd expect, I can assure you, Opelt will be even more efficient as this season goes along. Also, not an easy team. Athens got a lot of length and size inside. Tough team to score inside against, as Opelt is going to be called for a charge there, as Giselle Hartwig draws the call. She's back in with those 4 fouls, and she draws a charge pretty quickly. Again, Hartwig, big piece on the defensive side for Athens. Probably their best defender. And first team all-conference defender last year for this Athens Blue Jay team. 4 minutes left here in this one as the Blue Jays just try to get a little bit of rhythm going here to end their final regular season game. Neillsville still with a decent amount of starters out there. Opel's still out there. I expect the Warriors to sub some of those starters out and get some of the bench guys in. There are a few of them in there, as we have Tessa Warren, a freshman, in the game right now. Got Olivia Langrick, a sophomore, in the game. And now Opelt will check out, and Neillsville now looks like they got kind of an entire bench lineup out here, with the exception of Sydney Subke, the only starter left out there for the Warriors. Kick outside here. That's Walk. Walk from the mid-range. Up and no good. Deflected and rebounded by Sophia Coker. Coker the other way with it. Back up top to Diethelm. Into the corner. That's Hartwig. A skip pass stolen away by Subke. Subke pushing in transition here. Crossing over all the way to the basket and in and out. Not quite. Here's a jump shot from the mid-range, in and out. Another offensive rebound for Neillsville. That's Langrick to the basket. Counted and one. Olivia Langrick. She's got 8 now. And she'll go to the line for one more with an attempt to convert the and one here, as Coach Keefe going to bring her reserves into the ball game as well. She will keep Diethelm out there. Well, excuse me, no. Keep Sheehan out there. So it'll be Sheehan, Ford, Sarai Hartwig, Bailey Honke, and it looks like Elise Bear into the game for the first time tonight as well for the Blue Jays. Bear, the freshman. Bear, the lone freshman on the Athens roster here this year. Quick steal, blocked by Ford and out of bounds off of Neillsville. A great defensive play there by Ava Ford to block the shot and block it off of Walk, out of bounds. Possession goes to Athens. Again, now also if you're Coach Keefe, especially players like Sheehan, who's already gotten playing time tonight, you get some of these reserves out here, Ford as well, trying to see, hey, who can come in and play big spot minutes for us late in the season here? Who can play big minutes? What some of our young players can come in here and play big minutes for us. That's what Athens is looking for here. And, of course, Neillsville looking for something similar. And a foul that time. Layla Walk will head to the line. Coming up next, again, a reminder, coming up at the conclusion of this game is your Neillsville Dairy postgame show. Neillsville Dairy. Fresh cheese curds made daily. Go to neillsvilledairy.com. Be sure to stay tuned for that Neillsville Dairy postgame show because we'll be live. I will be live on the court with Coach Geyer of the Neillsville Warriors, as well as our Highlight House player of the game, the freshman Maddie Dable. Again, I've mentioned it more than once on the broadcast tonight, but Maddie Dable's got 22 points tonight in her first ever varsity game. As mentioned, that is not easy to do, as that's going to be a score that time for Olivia Langrick. And Athens swings it around here. 2 minutes left, 65-29, Neillsville. Sarai Hartwig up with the shot, and just off the, not quite the top of the backboard, but it's going to go out of bounds. Neillsville back the other way. Again, I'm still used to volleyball, where if it goes out of bounds, one of the teams gets a point. I get myself out of the volleyball way of doing things. Again, everybody's shaking off rust here. First game of the year, except the Neillsville Warriors. They shook off a little bit of rust in that first half. I don't think Coach Geyer was very happy with how his team played in that first half, but, man, in the second half it has been something to behold here. They have outscored the Blue Jays 43-17 here in the second half. Shot up, no good. Another offensive rebound, though. Layla Walk with the rebound. Again, look ahead for some of these teams. Neillsville, they're going to be at home against McDonell Central. That's on Thursday. They'll be home against McDonell Central, and that's a tough game. Talk about Neillsville. McDonell Central usually has pretty excellent programs there. McDonell Central, that's definitely playing up a division or two as well for this Neillsville team. And also credit to Athens as well. So Athens lose it. They're going to lose big tonight, but credit to Coach Keefe and also the athletic director with Athens as well to, schedule. This is a tough out-of-conference game to schedule. This is not a game. This is an out-of-conference game. You don't have to schedule a game against these Neillsville Warriors. Usually you schedule these things a few years in advance, and even a few years ago, Neillsville was a powerhouse girls basketball-wise, and so you didn't have to schedule this game, right? This is a game you're scheduling, a tough game in your schedule. And again, very well maybe the toughest opponent Athens plays all year long. Here are these Neillsville Warriors. It would be no shock to any of us at Zaleski Sports, and now we're going to have an injured player, as looks like Walk got hit in the face there. Hopefully Walk's able to be all right. And I think we're going to get someone subbing in for Walk here and get her some medical attention there. And hopefully Walk's able to, hopefully it's nothing too serious there and Walk's able to be all right. But she's going to sub out of the game as Danny Bobek, the sophomore, comes in for the first time tonight. Again, just looking ahead for this Athens schedule. They'll play at McDonell Central as well. That'll be a tough one. And again, they're in the Merriwood. They're going to play Merriwood teams. It's whenever you're in either side of the Merriwood Conference, Merriwood South, North, you're going to play some tough teams. One of the best small school conferences in the state. So they're going to get other tests, but I don't know if they play a team as good as Neillsville the rest of this year. So, and that can be very valuable. Again, I'll bring up an example of a team in football this year that played the best team they played this year up until their final game of the postseason was their first game. Spash Panther football program played McQuantigo, a team that played in the state championship the year before. Played them the first game of the year. They lost 35-7, proceeded to never lose another game for the rest of the year, did the Spash Panthers, until they lost in level 2 of the playoffs to Kimberly, who we know what kind of a powerhouse they are in football. But again, it can have a really good effect on your team too. Again, you never want to lose by a lot of points, but when you play an excellent team and get beat by a lot, it can teach you a lot about yourself And it's also a situation where you're probably not going to play that tough of an opponent until the postseason for the rest of the year. So again, your Athens, you don't like to lose by 40, but the bright side is this is as tough a test as you're going to have all year, more than likely. Now we're going to have running clock here, 13 seconds, 69-29. Sarai Hartwig at the free throw line, and hopefully the clock doesn't beep before she gets the shot off. That would be a little distracting. Yeah, they're going to stop it so that doesn't happen. She misses it, and Neillsville is just going to be able to dribble out the clock here. And the Neillsville Warriors, they come out on top here in this tonight's opening night girls basketball action. They take down the Athens Blue Jays 69-29. Neillsville 1-0. Athens falls to 0-1. Coming up next, your Neillsville Dairy postgame show. Neillsville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Go to NeillsvilleDairy.com. Again, stay tuned for that postgame show. We'll be live on the court with Coach Geyer of the Neillsville Warriors, as well as our Highlight House player of the game, freshman Maddie Dable, going off for 22 points tonight. We'll step aside, hear from our friends at Neillsville Dairy. Be back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Neillsville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Neillsville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Post-game show, Neillsville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily, joined now by the head coach of the Neillsville Warriors, Coach Geyer. And Coach, big win for you guys to start off the year, as we just talked about, coming on the road against, you mentioned a big team, a good team in Athens. especially that second half. It seemed like you guys really came out strong there in the second half. How did you guys, do this defensively here tonight, and how did you guys come out with the win here, by that margin?
Well, I'll tell you, by their size and physicality, we knew we kind of had to cut off the head to kill the monster, so that we did a lot of pressing and tried to pressure them and not let them get the ball up the floor to those bigs, because they are pretty special players. And I thought our kids did a pretty darn good job of that. And, it's always early, and you're never going to really know until you get out in that first game and see who's going to perform. But I thought we had a lot of kids that played, and they performed pretty well. One thing that we did do at halftime is put a little more motion into our zone offense. We were standing and we were getting some shots in the first half, but they weren't falling down, and we just weren't active enough. So I think that helped us get a few better shots, and certainly get some shots in the interior, which kind of disrupted the defense a bit. So I thought that was important as well. So proud of our kids. We're young, and so we're still learning, and we'll go back to work tomorrow.
Yeah, and then I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about the freshman that we're going to talk to here in a second, Maddie Dayville, tonight. Her first varsity game comes out and leads you guys in scoring with 22 points. I'm sure you've obviously seen her play in practice. You I guess know what she brings to the table. But talk about her performance tonight. Was that, did you kind of expect that kind of confidence from her to come out and, she took the open shots that were there and hit a lot of them tonight?
Well, I'll tell you, we talk all the time about there's really two things that are going to dictate whether you're going to be good as a team, whether you're going to be good as an individual in anything, and that's preparation and then performance. And I will tell you, nobody prepares harder. She puts in the work, and there's no shortcut to being good at something, and she doesn't take the shortcut. She's the first there and the last to leave, and a lot of times she's there alone working on her game, so she deserves all that she's getting, and we just hope to keep growing her. Because I think the sky's the limit for her.
And my last question for you, Coach, then I'll let you go. But obviously, you guys you have had a lot of success here in this program the last few years. What was your kind of talk with the team before the year? What's your guys' expectations this season, and how do you think today, I guess, kind of builds into that? What your guys' expectations for and your expectations for this team this year?
Well, we just set a standard that we work hard, that the scoreboard's not going to be our measuring stick, our competitiveness and our ability to play together and compete is, and that our goal is just to get better every day, and that's been the standard that we've worked toward. And we talk about if we can accomplish those things, then the scoreboard will take care of itself, and that's happened as we've moved forward. But it takes a lot of dedicated, hardworking, and smart kids. I think people underestimate the importance of how well you can perform as a team if you have smart kids, and we've been blessed with a lot of those.
All right, thanks for your time, Coach. Congrats again on the win. Yep. All right, now I'll be joined by our Highlight House player of the game, freshman Maddie Dayville here. And Maddie, first off, I got to ask you this question first. This is your first ever varsity game here tonight. Talk about, obviously, you guys win by 40 points. What gave you the confidence? Coach talked about the way you kind of prepare, and you're a hard worker. That's what Coach just said about you. But how did you have the confidence to come in tonight and score 22 points? This is your first game, as a varsity player.
I would say just at practice, the environment there, it really boosts everybody up, and we always encourage everybody at the varsity level and at JV level to just come up and be confident in how you play.
Yeah, and then as a team, you guys really aggressive defensively tonight. Applied a lot of ball pressure, forced a lot of turnovers. I guess, what do you think you guys did? It looks like you guys really went on a run there in the second half. What do you think you did? You were obviously up by 10 or 12 there in the first half. What did you do better in the second half to really extend that lead there in the second half?
I think we got the ball in the hoop more, and we talked more on defense. We communicated more, which is a big thing, and just communicating, I'd say, the confidence, obviously. Everybody rise to the occasion and knew that we had to get up a lot more.
Yeah, and then talk a little bit about the depth of this team, because there's a lot of players we knew from this team from last year, juniors, seniors, little upperclassmen coming into this year, but you guys played, I think, 10 or 11 players tonight. All you guys seem to play well tonight. Talk about your confidence level in your team overall, and I guess the depth you think you guys have of talent on this team.
I think we do have a lot of depth. I grew up with half this team, so it's crazy to think that we all can play at the varsity level, and we all just make each other better in practice and in games. So I just think we have a lot of talent coming up.
All right, so the last we're going to do is put you in our Zaleski Sports Highlight House. Okay, so I'm going to give you the microphone, okay? You can see the camera up there. I'm going to get out of the shot. I'll count you down from 3, 2, 1. You'll just say, my name is Maddie Dable, and I'm in your house.
Okay. My name's Maddie Dable, and I'm in the house.
Great job. Congrats on the win.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that was our Highlight House player of the game, Maddie Dable, here tonight, and the Neillsville fans happy for her. And again, that was quite the game we saw tonight. 69-29 win for the Neillsville Warriors over the Athens Blue Jays. And you know, Coach, we talked about it right before we came into the break. Coach talked about it a little bit on the broadcast there, and we talked with him. This is not a bad Athens basketball team. This is a very good Athens team. They lost only 4 games last year, 23-4. So I think the takeaway from this game is not that Athens is in for a bad year or anything like that. The takeaway of this game is that Neillsville is that good of a basketball team. And obviously they've shown it the last couple of years, undefeated most of the way through last year until that final game. So I think the expectations for this Neillsville team, we knew players like Opel coming into this year, Supke coming into this year, more upperclassmen players coming into this team. Now the freshmen like Maddie Dable being the leading scorer tonight, 22 points as a freshman. That's not something you see every day. This Neillsville team, I think it's pretty clear that what their expectations are this year. And a team we'll likely be seeing pretty late here in the postseason. But a lot of season to go. Just one game. Neillsville Warriors take down the Athens Blue Jays tonight, 69-29 here in this one. That's going to bring us to the end of the Neillsville Dairy postgame show. Neillsville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Go to neillsvilledairy.com. And that will bring us to the end of our broadcast here tonight, live from Athens High School. So my name is Cale Jacoby alongside Garrett Short. We want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight, and we will see you next time right here on Zaleski Sports.